601. My name is Jean Valjean, and my own Javert. Sorry, I kind of really like that part in Les Miserables. I just kind of had to do it. So yeah, this is Les Miserables movie review. It's got massive spoilers in it. So if you don't want to be spoiled, then go fly like a butterfly and swoosh away, because I'm actually going to spoil this movie big time, and then I'll tell you what I really thought of it. So make it like a butterfly and shoo shoo. Okay, so I'm guessing you're still here watching this movie review because you have seen the movie and you're going to agree on my opinion, and you're going to agree that the cast is uber amazing, and I don't know what else to say. So enjoy watching my movie review, and hopefully I don't movie review it too much. First of all, before I continue on, this is the very first video for 2012. Yay! And also the very first movie review for 2012. Yay! And it just happened to be an uber amazing video. Okay, let me read the plot synthesis. There's two of them, but I'm only going to read one of them. I'm going to read the longest. I don't know why, but I'm just going to. Okay, ready? Okay. Based on the novel by Victor Hugo, Les Mis travels with a prisoner on parole, 24601, Jean Valjean, as he runs from a ruthless Inspector Javert, on a journey beyond the barricades at the center of a June rebellion. Meanwhile, the life of a working-class girl with a child is at a turning point, as she turns to prostitution to pay money to the evil innkeeper and his wife, who look after her child Cosette. Valjean promises to take care of the child. Eventually leads to a love triangle between Cosette and Marius, who is a student of the rebellion, and Ebony, a girl on the streets. The people sing of their anger, and injurious leads the students to fight upon the barricades. Yeah, that's the plot synthesis. I'm going to do the cast list. There is heaps of people in the cast. There's also people who I'm not going to talk about because they're just like Convict 1, Convict 2, Officer. You know, they're little characters, but they help with this story big time. But if you really want to know who Convict 1 and 2 and 5 were, then just Google the goddamn movie cast list. So I'm just going to talk about the main people and what I know about how far they went to go to the character extent. Okay, the first guy is Jean Valjean, is played by Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman did a brilliant role undertaking whatever. He was amazing in it. According to the media, well, actually in the newspaper I read, I don't remember which one, I think it was the Sunday Mail. I read that Hugh Jackman underwent intense stuff. Like, he didn't undergo training. He, you know how when you're filming you've got all your props and everything? Well, he helped everyone carry props up. He wasn't supposed to, but throughout some scenes where he's like tired and exhausted, it's because he ended up lugging all these props and whatever that he probably wasn't supposed to do up a mountain and up this way and that way, and that's why in most scenes he looked pretty exhausted, because he helped set up and move all the junk around. Yeah, that's why his character is dead exhausted in most scenes. But Jean Valjean is a prisoner on parole. He is 24601, and we find out about his little journey. In a way, he's sort of a narrator, in a tiniest way. Like, he doesn't go, oh, this boy did this and this guy named this. No, he in probably like the first two scenes he sings about what's going to happen, but not giving too much away. Like, he steals from a bishop, no, not a chess piece, a religious person, and he says that this is just the beginning of the story. So, tiniest way, it gives like a spoiler away at the very beginning of the film, just tiny bit. And when he steals from the bishop, he kind of ends up turning his life around, because the bishop helps him, which is really cool, because he kind of turns out to be a better man. Not the bishop, Jean Valjean. And Jean Valjean becomes a mayor of a small town, which introduces three characters throughout that little mini scene, or two mini scenes, whatever. And we find out all this stuff, which is really cool, and that he wants to hide his past and become a better man, but he can't, because for some stupid reason Javier won't let him get rid of the you sold a piece of bread to say this is his son excuse. It's weird. And Hugh Jackman, how do you look goddamn sexy covered in sewer crap? Seriously, dude, you look sexy throughout the whole film. It was kind of creepy. Hey, Javert is played by Russell Crowe, another Australian-born bloke, which is awesome. Javert is the guard who is trying to bring down Jean Valjean. And Javert is the guy that, like I said, he's the guard. He spends his entire guard life going after Jean Valjean, and in the end, Jean helps Javert kind of in debt, sort of thing. Well, Javert puts it in debt because Jean Valjean saves Javert in a way, and it's just like, oh crap. So Javert sings about how he's in debt to a prisoner, and then he commits suicide. He kind of jumps off a building, well no, off a bridge, and he lands into this really weird thing that I don't know what it is. It's like a boat, but it's not a boat. If you've seen the movie, you'll understand what I'm talking about, but it's really weird to explain. Yeah. Fantine is played by Anne Hathaway, who's Cosette's mother. Fantine, she is pretty weird. She's only in like 5 scenes, but she's really interesting. I like how Anne Hathaway played her. Fantine is, like I said, is the mother of Cosette, and she was working as a dressmaker, and then they were like found out she had a child, and they called her all this and that, and then a boss fired her because she had a child, which apparently you're not supposed to do, and you're not supposed to hide it. Anne Hathaway, there's a scene where Anne Hathaway gets her hair cut off like that. All of it's pretty much just cut off, where it's really short, which you've probably seen in the papers or online. She actually got her hair cut off in the movie. Her hair was, when her hair was cut, it was cut in the movie. So, yeah, and she becomes a prostitute to help pay for her child's needs. But she didn't survive. She kind of dies from the cold and from whatever other stuff. We don't really know what she dies of, we just kind of know that she dies, which is really sad. Cosette is, well, the older version of Cosette, because there's 2 versions. There's 6-year-old version, and then there's 18, 21, whatever version of Cosette, which is played by Amanda Seyfried. Sorry. She's really good in it. She's brilliant. She falls in love with a boy. She wonders about Jean Valjean's history. She is brilliant. I think she's amazing. Good job, Amanda. And there's Thirdner, which is pretty much the guy master of the house. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Thirdner? He's played by Sacha Baron Cohen. Oh my god, that guy is hilarious. I swear, even though the movie is depressing, this guy made it 10 times more hilarious. And he's kind of, well, like I said, he's the master of the house. He runs a prostitution house, which is cool, I guess. And his missus, his wife, is also a horror thief. I don't know. Cheats. He's a little flirty, but steals. Yeah, so they kind of run a little business, and they steal, and they kind of fail stealing from Jean Valjean. So yeah. And then there's Madame Thunder, which is master of the house's wife, Helena Bonham Carter. Another amazing job. She's so amazing in that. She kind of takes a mickey out of her husband in many ways. When they're singing the song Master of the House, she goes, and there's nothing to impress. Well, she doesn't make that sign, but she says there's nothing much there. And he's kind of looking at himself going, It's pretty funny. So you guys have to check out her character. It's amazing. There is Marius. Marius is in love with Cosette, and he's also part of the rebellion, which is really sad because he almost dies, and then Jean Valjean kind of saves him, which is really sweet. And then Marius marries Cosette, which is and that's played by Eddie Redmayne. Pretty cool guy. Pretty cool actor. I don't know much about him. And there's Enjoyus. I don't know how to pronounce that name. but he's played by Aaron Tveit, and again, he's like the leader, a mastermind behind the rebellion. He's like, we're standing proud and doing this, and then I'm like, okay, I don't know why you're doing that, because it's like 10 years later, and I'm a bit confused here, but okay. There's Ebony. There's a 6-year-old version of Ebony, and then there's the older version of Ebony, and she's in love with Marius, and she also knows Cosette, because they were sort of sisters, and then Jean Valjean took Cosette away for safety reasons, and Ebony is Madame Thindier's daughter. Ebony is played by Samantha Barks, and Ebony kind of dies in the rebellion scene, which is really sad. So, yeah. There is Gravett, who's like a little 6-year-old boy, and he's really cute in it, and he really makes it sad because he dies as well, and it's like, no. And that's played by Daniel Hofflestone. Is that pronounced his name? No, Hottlestone. Okay, sorry. As I was saying before, there's a bishop in there, and he is played by Colin Wilkinson. And the bishop, like I said, he helps Jean Valjean with everything, which is pretty cool. Young Cosette and young Ebony, they're two different people. Young Cosette is played by Isabella Allen, and young Cosette is pretty much is like Cinderella with a happy ending, pretty much. So, and young Ebony has got a happy ending, well, happy beginning, but sad ending, and that's played by Natalia Angel Wallace. Okay, the rest of them are just kind of like person 2, person 1, this and that. So if you want to know who they are, go ahead and Google them. I don't mind. The film is really amazing. It's really cool. Very depressing. So bring tissues with it when you go see it. It's really funny. Like there's probably only 3 scenes in there that makes the whole film laughable, and that's with Helen Bonham Carter and Sacha Baron Cohen in them, because they kind of be like, ha. They're kind of like the jesters, but they're not jesters. But they're really cool. The film is amazing, so I recommend you go see it. It's not recommended for families, and there is a lot of death in it. So if you don't like seeing death, then don't see it because you won't like it. But it's really cool. Enjoy the film, trust me. Bring a packet of tissues. I know you probably will say that you won't need any because you're not a big sook. I'm not a big sook either. But I was crying by the end of the movie. Yeah, I actually was. So yeah, go see the movie. I liked it. You'll probably like it. People in the cinema with me, like strangers, were crying as well, and it was like, no. And then at the end of the movie, like 3 people cut their hands because they thought it was sweet, and I did too, but I didn't cut my hands because that's just weird. So yeah, don't take your kids to see it because they probably won't like it. All ages, pretty much, sort of. I think the youngest there probably would have been like 16, and the oldest would have been like 80. So yeah, between 16 and 80, or 16 upwards, you can see it. Pardon me. And I don't really know what else to say, but it's cool. The soundtrack is amazing. I'll do a soundtrack review later on in the week. For now, I am going. Hopefully my movie review was alright for 2013, and I will see you another day. Okay, goodbye, my name is Principals. What the hell? Okay, goodbye, my name is friends.